The Oculus Quest hands-on, the good, the bad, and unhinged review. Hello and welcome back to another VR video. Marcus here. If this is your first time hearing you like quick to the point unhinged reviews and VR related content, then join me now by subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you never miss an unhinged moment. So I've speculated before on the pros and cons of the Oculus Quest. You can see that video right here. But now I've had the Quest for about 5 days and I've put it through its paces, so it's time to get unhinged. The Quest is 6 degrees of freedom VR in a simple package that goes anywhere you go. No PC, no wires, no restraints. It's complete VR freedom, and it's pretty awesome. It has definitely set the bar for mobile VR, but it's not perfect. Let me explain. With mobility, you have to deal with internal batteries, and your mileage will vary based on what you're doing. While playing intense games like Apex Construct and Mobile Recall, I found that I only got 2.5 hours of battery life per charge. While watching Netflix, on the other hand, I watched the entire movie of Infinity War, which is 2.5 hours, and I still had 40% charge when I was done. With that said, you could extend your battery life from 4 to 10 hours with an Anker PowerCore. All you gotta do is plug in while you go. Links in the description. Storage. I have the 128 gigabit version with 15 games in it and about half a dozen gameplay videos saved, and I still got about 96 free gigabits of space. With the largest game being Apex Construct at just under 3 gigabits, I could probably fit every game Quest has available on my hard drive right now. The 72Hz refresh rate, I've only noticed drop frames on rare occasions when playing intensive games and recording at the same time. When it happened, it was minimal and it didn't affect my gameplay or immersion. Also, if you're new to VR and the Quest is your first headset, you might not even notice that. The setup. Everything about setting up the Quest is simple and intuitive, from creating your Oculus account to setting up your Guardian system. It's all pretty seamless. After the initial setup, it takes literally about a minute from power on to playing the game. It's that quick. You don't even need a Facebook account if that was something you were worried about. Visual quality. While all the PC ports are a definite downgrade from the original PC version, the Quest's overall sharpness and clarity rival that of the Rift CV1 and the Vive, in my opinion. Things like reading text on screen and in-game are just easier. Now, games built from the ground up for the Quest like Vader Immortal left me astonished. The graphical fidelity of this game is amazing, and I honestly can't wait for the next Oculus Quest exclusive. I was surprised at how well the tracking actually worked before the games I played. But if you're honestly just trying to occlude the controllers, it's actually done pretty easily. You could just hold the controller behind your arm, under your chin, or behind your back too long, and it will be occluded. But none of the games I played put you in situations like that. I was honestly worried about Apex Construct, because it being an archery game, you're always doing this. But even that, it worked effortlessly. With that said, there are other things that can affect your tracking, so be aware. Me as a content creator, I got bright lights in my studio, and when I have those lights directly on the Quest, it actually affects the tracking. So I gotta kind of filter the light out somehow. Or other things you may have to look out for are mirrors, windows, really reflective surfaces. All of that could affect the tracking as well. And the dark, because these are actual cameras, not sensors, so they require some ambient light to see. So that means no questing while laying in bed at night in the dark. Sorry. The Guardian system, let's just say they did it right. It can go from stationary to room scale in one pull of the trigger. Setup takes less than a minute and can be literally any size you want. I played Fruit Ninja in my closet, Super Hot in my studio, Space Pirate Trainer in my living room, and with the Guardian system turned off, I played Creed in my backyard. It's just crazy. It's done good. I can't say nothing bad about the Guardian system. Comfort. I found the Quest to be very front heavy, even when worn correctly as demonstrated by RaMarcus. After 2 hours of gameplay, I did find it uncomfortable. I will be ordering the Studioform VR headstrap suggested by Kaz in the future when they become available. Their full videos are linked in the description below. Audio. While the built-in sound is decent, I would highly suggest a decent set of headphones for these 3 reasons. Immersion. While you can hear the in-game sounds fine and it's decent spatial audio, you also hear everything else around you, and that's an immersion breaker for me. Bass. It's non-existent. This might not apply to everybody, but it definitely does to me. When I'm playing games like Beat Saber or any rhythm-based game for that matter, I need to feel the music. I need to feel that bass. The built-in just doesn't have it. And finally, sound bleed. I found that when I was playing VR chat, people were telling me that my voice had an in-game echo, and I discovered that it was the microphone was picking up the sound coming from the headset. So when I spoke, they actually heard my voice in the game sound altogether. So it was this echo effect that people were telling me that I was producing. I don't know if this is widespread. This is what I got told when I was playing VR chat. With all that said, I personally feel the Quest is an amazing product, and I would recommend it to anybody getting into VR for the very first time, or if you're an enthusiast like me and you just want to take VR wherever you go so you can wow everybody you meet. If you found this video useful or not, let me know in the comments. For more unhinged content, make sure you subscribe. And as always, I'm Marcus. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.